Namaste, everybody. Namaste, Divine Tribe. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Chi, and this is Divine Vibrations with Chi. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is our week 9 of the My Soul Challenge. I'm super excited about it. For those of you who are joining me for the first time, I have been doing the My Soul Challenge with Dr. Renee Purdy. It is an interactive oracle card program that helps boost your own vibrations and energy. And I am super excited about it. I have just thoroughly enjoyed this card deck and everything that it has enhanced in my life by doing the My Soul Challenge. So welcome. Thank you for joining me. And for those of you on my thumbnail, I was holding up a Kanakali. That's right. This, as you can see, I totally love rocks. I love crystals and energy that I get from them. They're like my babies. That's a Labradorite. And I do videos about how these crystals can enhance your life by the energy just being around them. Because let's be honest, we are all made up the same matter. We're just a different structure, so we have a different function, but they are no less than we are. In fact, they're pretty phenomenal. And I just love this Kanakali. It's for strength. It's for awakening your heart. As you can see, it's green, so heart chakra. Let me just bring it really close. It's a super amazing crystal. I mean, can you imagine? I think it's just pretty awesome that the earth created this. We don't give the earth enough credit for the beauty that it has brought forth. We kind of take it for granted, don't we? And especially in today, for those of you who maybe are in other parts of the world, I mean, there's major fires going on in Southern Oregon and Northern California, and so many souls are being affected by it. We're sending positive energy and vibrations to them, that they may all be safe and protected. Things can be rebuilt. Places can be rebuilt. People, animals cannot. And yes, even nature rejuvenates through burning of fire, but human beings cannot. So sending positive energy out in the universe for those people affected by this sad event. But we're going to keep our head up. Anyway, so for the 9th week, I have been doing this. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is week 9. Look at that. All these soul challenges that we've done. Pretty awesome, right? Look at that. It's like a rainbow of fruit flavors. I love it. I love it. So I added it up and it was like 35 weeks. And of course, there's how many weeks in a year? Is it 52 weeks in a year? Yeah, 52 weeks in a year. So less than a year, a little over a half of a year. And we could be a different energetic soul than we started out. Isn't that awesome? Oops, there it goes flying. I'm going to take the one that flew out face up. A few of them flew out, but I'm going to take that one that flew out face up. Let's see what it says. Lao Tzu is the quote is from Lao Tzu. And for those of you who know, it's from Taoism. He is a Tao teacher and has had many profound teachings. I just love the teachings of Lao Tzu. And here is what he has to say. When there is silence, one finds the anchor of the universe within oneself. Now, that one's a tough one for me. And I try to find moments of silence throughout my day, but I am one energetic being, let me tell you. And I do talk a lot. In fact, I think that's probably one of my life challenges is finding silent moments. It says, when there is silence, one finds the anchor of the universe within oneself. And that I actually take from meditation, right? Find my moments of silence through meditation. And actually, quite often when I'm trying to be in the now and in the present, when I'm not on a video or I'm listening to music, I'm trying to be silent. I'm trying not to talk to anybody. I'm trying to go within myself. I'm trying to observe nature as it is and unfolding in real time in front of me. And Eckhart Tolle, I think his name is actually pronounced Tolle, but I always say Toll for some reason. The English language is super funny. The Buddha, Thich Nhat Hanh, Adyashanti, all of these spiritual leaders, the Dalai Lama, Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi, all of them, Mother Teresa, all of them found answers to life in the now and in the present moment and in silence, and trying to listen not only to what's going around you, but listening to the energy and the vibration of the universe in the now. And I really try to connect with that. And I try to connect with that as often as I can during my day, even though I am a super energetic being and I have tons of, it's like a bottle rocket inside this little suitcase. But I try to find those moments of silence and be present in the moment and just absorb where I'm at and what I'm doing and where I need to be. And I have to say it's really grown me, those moments of silence and oneness with the universe, right? So it says, are you ready for a new challenge? I sure as heck am. Let's see what we got. Let's scan this card. And turn on the light on here. Let's see. Like not liking the light. I love that sound. Start your challenge. See, let's read the challenge card. Practice mindfulness with deep breathing or meditation. I start my day out like that. In fact, before I even get out of bed, I do a gratitude practice while I'm in bed, and I start my day out meditating with a gratitude practice. And then throughout the day, I do actually meditate several times a day. Actually, I find myself gravitating towards meditation. And meditation isn't something where you're just sitting down for a half an hour or hours on end. A lot of masterful yogis have built up to that, where they add that into their practice and it's become a part of their everyday lives because that is their journey in life. But meditation really is a moment by moment thing. And it's a connection, an energetic connection, a peacefulness of connecting with the universe and being one with the universe in that present moment. And if you are connecting in the present moment, you are in some ways meditating on the moment and you are already being one with the universe. So oftentimes, you know, maybe I'm waiting in line at the grocery store, and or I'm sitting out on my porch having a cup of uh, something warm to drink, or I'm sitting on my couch watching my beautiful crystal chimes reflect rainbows on my wall, or I'm just got done reading. I'm actually just onto a new book, and it's like it's a Catherine Allman book. I'll have to get it for you next week and show you what it is as part of a recap of what this week was. But it's about like 100 small ways to be mindful or find mindfulness, and they're little short stories. And I love Catherine Allman. She's an amazing licensed mental health therapist that actually teaches from a very universal and different perspective. She's not a typical therapist. So I just really love her. She does a lot of Eastern philosophy in her therapeutic ways. So it says meditation and deep breathing have been used for thousands of years to quiet the mind. With practice, meditation decreases stress, decreases blood pressure, improves concentration, and helps us develop compassion, among many other benefits. It's one of the most life transforming practices. It sure is. I can attest to that. It has been probably the one thing that has brought me out of my deepest depressions, stages, and anxiety. I suffer from anxiety. I think I've shared that before. And I think that's part of the reason why such a little jumping bean is because I am an anxiety. I feel like I have all these neurons and protons and electrons just ding, 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 ding in my body. But that's who I am. And meditation has helped me quiet my mind and focus. And it says simply observing thoughts and physical sensations without judgment is the practice of meditation, right? You can meditate anywhere. You can even meditate with your eyes open. It's that simple. Start with a few minutes of sitting in silence every day. Yep, I do. And I can't say enough of how much I love meditation. It really has changed my life. So it says start with a few minutes of deep breathing. Try listening to short guided meditations on YouTube or using an app on your phone. I'm actually going to post later this week the app that I use. It's called Insight Timer. Check it out. It does have a 7-day trial you can use or you can sign up for, but you don't necessarily have to sign up for the app. There is a pathway in the app that allows you to use different types of meditations and practices without having to sign up for a subscription right away. So you can test it out and see if you really like it. The only downside to not signing up for a subscription is that you don't get courses, and when different yogis or meditation mentors post 10-day courses or whatever, you won't be able to access those courses fully because you're not purchasing the actual app. But Insight Timer is amazing. And it is actually what I use for my gratitude practice every morning. And I forget what his name is. I think his first name's Jason. I forget his last name. And I'll get that for you as well. But, well, actually, maybe I can find it right now. Let me just show it to you. Here's kind of what it looks like. And then what I do is right here, I have sleep, you have guided. You can pick the guided meditation, and it'll pull up different. Let me just show you. See, you have for meditate, anxiety, stress, sleep, advanced work. And then you also you can scroll up and you can pick different categories. Maybe you want something spiritual. Maybe you want something on relationships. Maybe you want something on health and happiness, or sleep and recovery. And there's like 55,000 different audio recordings, and it's so amazing. And then I have my heart right here where I have some saved. There he is. It's my morning ritual, and I'm going to show, let me see if I can point it out. There it is right here. That one's the one I use. And as you can see, the dolphin one, those are the ones I use for the kids at night, so that the kids have a great night's sleep with a night meditation that helps calm them and soothe them, help them collect their day and just assess where they were at. You know, were they happy? Were they sad? They vacillate between both. Did they have rough moments? How do they handle them? How can they go to bed without feeling anxiety and unhappiness and assuredness of who they are and why they came to this planet, right? So his name is Jason McGrice, and he just has such an amazing voice. I don't know what it is about voices that I just love soothing voices. And he just has such a happy, soothing voice, and I love listening to his guided meditations. So I encourage you to check out Insight Timer. It's a wonderful way to start your day, and it's super awesome to have someone else guide you through a meditation. You don't have to make it up. You don't have to sit there in total silence. You can. I often will, after the meditation's complete, sit there and just kind of collect my own thoughts even further into a meditation and kind of expand my practice. But that's a really good way. And they do breath work. They do Kundalini alignments. They do future vision boarding. They do things for anxiety, for stress, for depression, for, as you can see, all the different categories. So just think of what you might feel like you need to tackle in your life, one small thing, and go for it. And don't be afraid, because that's what we're all here for, is to learn different ways to not only cope, but excel and get past those roadblocks, those hurdles in life. And it's about us, our individual life, not anybody else out there. I know everybody is like always looking to other people for why their life is not awesome. Your life is awesome. You just have to realize that your life is awesome. Take control of your life and what you're doing. Don't worry about other people. And, you know, I feel like now that I've just dropped off wondering and trying to please, I think I've mentioned this before, I was a people pleaser. I just always wanted to try to please people. And I don't know if it's a connection to how I was raised, being an Indian woman, you know, and very subservient type of upbringing, where I don't feel the need to serve anybody else except for my soul, my spirit, my journey, and where I'm going, and asking the question of why I'm here and what I'm meant to do. And that's all that really matters, you know, and for me, helping my children figure that out for themselves, right? Because they're not a reflection of me, they're a reflection of their own souls. And that's what we're here to do. So if you have an opportunity, check out Insight Timer. I also, you know, close my eyes and take 10 deep breaths, it says. You know, sometimes I'm having a bad moment, or I'm having a frustrated moment. Let's be honest, kids like to test us like a little trampoline. They're just bouncing on you all the time. And sometimes I just don't want to be bounced. Or my daughter is testing. She's like a little velociraptor. She's testing those fences, you know, and she's trying to see where she can push and what's my weak spot. Where's mom squishy? and sometimes I lose it, and I'm really trying not to lose it with my kids, and trying to be more patient and understanding and kind and loving, and understanding that they themselves are in an experience just like me, but a smaller, younger version, and they have more stimulus coming at them, or at least perceived stimulus with less answers, right? Because their awareness is just budding. And so I have to be more patient with that. So taking 10 deep breaths and closing my eyes. I think my kids even know, right? Like when I go, and they see me close my eyes and they see me take my 10 deep breaths, they're like, oh, we better step back from her. She's in breath mode. Oh, you gotta love it. Life is awesome, you guys. And I have to laugh at even the stressful moments just to get through them. So, just to recap, last week, my challenge was to try to find some ways to beautify my life, whether it was through art or whether it was through music or dance or nature. And I did, last week, me and the kids, we went out for like 3 walks and they were awesome. They did 2 miles with me each day, 3 times last week, which is super big for little kids, right? Because it's not always fun for them, but we walk around a golf course that has a 2-mile track. And we try to do this a few times a week. And the children did it amazingly. They had a positive attitude. They tackled it with me. They kept up. And then when you have a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old who are just, their little feet, it's hard to walk 2 miles and be happy about it. But they found squirrels and bugs and, bunnies and birds, and they found ways to engage in nature and look at leaves and pine cones and different things, and appreciated that walk. And I appreciated them for that amazing effort that they put forth just so that mommy could get 2 miles in each day and enjoy nature. I also made myself a new succulent garden, and I replanted some herbs in my herb garden, and I rearranged my deck, and I hung up some planter boxes. And so I did some things too that helped bring beauty into my home in small ways. I had rescued some plants off the clearance rack that were dying, and they were like, wah, wah, wah. They're not wah, wah anymore. They're happy sunshine because they're home with me. So I was super excited about that. And it was an awesome week with last week's Soul Challenge. And it really did uplift me and bring joy. And it brought the outside inside. It brought nature's beauty into my home. And I am truly grateful to the universe for that. So let's just open up an affirmation. Let's see what affirmation the universe has for us in our affirmation toolbox. Let's see what the universe has for us today. It says, I grow when my inner wisdom shines. Oh, profound. Look at that. I grow when my inner wisdom shines. Yep. That is so true, you guys. When we go inward, when we are looking at ourselves and not looking at other people, we cannot fix other people. And other people are just like us. They are spiritual beings having a human experience and are challenged in many ways, just like us, with a lack of understanding, a lack of patience, a lack of love, a lack of compassion, a lack of kindness. We all lack things. And that's why we have addictions and we have struggles and we have illnesses and disease, which is, you break up the word, dis-ease, those things happen. The reason they're happening is because we are all here in this dimension, if you want to say, having a physical experience so that we can work through those types of things that we needed this physical dimension to understand. Um, so other people are having that same issue. We're not alone, but we have to go inward. We can't fix other people. And that's what's wrong with this world. We're all judging other people. We're all casting our eyes in someone else's direction when we should be casting our gaze upon ourselves and inward and in the mirror and looking at our own reflection and where we're at and what we're doing and how we can help ourselves be the best versions of ourselves today. And I found that I stress less now that I do that, just looking at myself. I can't fix somebody else. I know what I want out of life. I know what I want to be. I know who I am and what I am. And I'm discovering her every day. And, but I'm not worrying about other people. And that is so liberating. Like not worrying about what other people think, not worrying about what they think of me, because we're all different and we're all beautiful just the way we are. And as we work on our inner selves, we become more beautiful and more, I think, heavenly. So I grow when my inner wisdom shines. That's pretty awesome. So I think I want to pull an oracle card. I'm feeling like I do. Let me see here. What do I feel? Think. I'll be right back. I've been kind of drawn to the foxfire kitsune. I love the kitsune. They are mythical foxes. Just so if anyone wants to know, the kitsune are magical, mythical foxes that have bring amazing messages to us. And I just love the artwork. This is one of my favorite oracle decks. You can see, here's the front of it. And then here's the back. Kitsune. So let's see what the kitsune have for us. Oops. Oh, that's funny. Wow. Remember, I told you I took things that popped out, and I showed you the back of the deck. Look what popped out. And you saw it pop out. It says Foxfire. So let's see what Foxfire has to say. It's number 43. And 43, 4 and 3 adds to 7. 7, God's number. Okay, it says, at this moment, there's confusion over which direction to take. There are decisions which need to be made. But at this stage, there is no sense that one way will be the right way. Amidst this interior and inability to choose comes this kitsune, wielding with it the luminous power of foxfire. With this magical flame, worries and concerns can be burned away, and the dark road ahead upon which you have been stumbling, falling, hurting yourself, and becoming lost will now be lit with the bright fire. This kitsune knows you have been lost and will take you forward with a long, bright chain of fire stretching into the distance. But first, like the fox, you must find your courage and begin to walk forward into the fire around you. In this way, there will be no flame that can burn you. There will be no harm or regret, but simply the act of movement in the direction of the flame, which will provide you with all you need to know at this time. Let yourself see clearly the flames dancing and the road they dance upon. See clearly that movement itself will save you from the despair which has led to the sense of futility and loss. And know that this kitsune's role is to help you now and to see you through till that clear path is fully open and bright, and you can find your way on your own once again. And with that ability, your passion and desire for life, your daily rejoicing is simply being here, will return to you. The negativity will be burned away until all that remains is the hope and the courage and the passion once again. Trust the fires of the fox and begin to step into the bright heart of the flame. That is awesome. And that kind of goes with this, right? Your flame shines bright. The flames of wisdom within yourself. And when you start to go on your own personal path, at first, it feels like you're walking through fire. It feels like you're being burned. And in a way, you are, because what happens after a fire? Everything that is old and overgrown and decayed is burned. And then at the end of that cycle, newness grows out of it, and newness is born out of it, and new growth comes out of it. So I love this Foxfire card. That is so awesome. I love the Kitsune. I'm so grateful. Thank you. That's by Lucy Cavendish. She's actually super awesome. I have several of her decks, actually, and I just love her oracle cards. This one is one of my favorites. So just to recap, our affirmation of the day: I grow when my inner wisdom shines. Find your foxfire, walk your own path, burn away all of that negativity and all of that old growth, and find yourself in a newness and a new growth, Life is about discovering ourselves and who we are and what we're here to do. We are not here, like I said, to shop our way or drink our way into oblivion, or to be addicted to TV and just kind of mosey through life and live other people's destinies. We're here to live our own destinies. And when we are able to go within, we find ourselves one with the universe. So like Lao Tzu says, hopefully when there is silence, one finds the anchor of the universe within oneself. Hopefully you find some time today or this week to find quiet and meditate and find yourself. And I hope you have an amazing week. And thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe, and namaste.